What's going on, guys? aarava here, and welcome back to another episode of my Motorsport Manager Career Mode. If you did miss the last episode, then do go check it out before you see this one, because we are now in Formula 1, and last episode we had an absolutely cracking first race in F1. Really was a great race, a surprise race, so you're just going to see what happened if you have missed it, but do go check that out. But we're back for another one, and so we can move on to now round 2, which will be the Japanese Grand Prix, and then the Chinese Grand Prix as well. So, before we get to that, a little bit admin, we've got some mail here to look through, interview as well, that we must respond to, apparently. Podium for Balcazar, obviously, that sort of just kicks it, but I gave you enough time there to click off the video if you hadn't seen last episode there. But there you go, yep, absolutely brilliant double points finish there for Balcazar and Pernay. Balcazar's beaten by Zach Hamilton today. Would you consider bringing him in next season? No way. I have 100% belief in our drivers. Yeah, I don't really care for that. That outcome is meant a new personality trait has been added. How dare you? He got offended by that, but to be honest, if we look at Zach Hamilton, where was he? Yeah, Zach Hamilton, he's very iffy. He could be great, but also at the same time, if he's winning races, I doubt he'd want to come to us anyway. Anyway, I'm confident. I do mean that. I'm confident in our driver lineup. I mean, that you guys all had a bit of a laugh last episode in the comments about it. It's still pretty damn funny that our drivers are, you know, dedicated to the task. They're weighing 0 kilograms, okay? That's dedication to the cause. Anyway, moving into the rest of the season, obviously a good start for us. Didn't expect to actually make money that episode, but we did. And we do have a bit of money to play with, and, you know, that we should straight away think about upgrading the car, because our car is pretty much nearly the worst car on the grid. But if we look ahead to some of the next rounds, you're about to see a good run of races where acceleration, i.e. the gearbox, is very, very crucial. For these, what's it, 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 races straight, acceleration is crucial. 5 races straight, sorry. 5 races straight, where acceleration is crucial. So I think that should definitely be our next part. Also, it should be our next part because that's also one of the ones that's a lot lower than the average of the grid. So we're going to design that part. So, oh, I clicked brakes by mistake. There we go. Gearbox there. So, plus 10 acceleration, plus 10 reliability. Don't want to go for risk level, plus 1, obviously, because we're only ever going to go for that towards the end of the season when, of course, from season to season, the risk level gets taken away. So, we're going to go for the middle one. So, plus 10, you can see that's where we are right now. That's what we'll get straight away, the green. And then in the kind of less opacity, green will be the max we can get it to. So, a significant improvement to what we've got at the moment. So, well worth it. It's going to cost us 1 million. So, hefty. Actually, 1.1, wouldn't it be? Oh, no, 1.05 million in the end. So, quite a bit for a gearbox. Obviously, everything in F1 is going to cost a bit more now. But it's worth it. I think that's quite a crucial component for us for the next few races. Unfortunately, obviously, only one of these components gets made. So, it's going to have to go to Balcazar, probably. She's the first driver. So, even though Pernay, on the face of it, looks like she's improving more than Balcazar now, you can see just that tiny sliver of that 5th star is in Pernay's court. Balcazar is our contractual first driver, and also last race, I thought Pernay would have genuinely actually overtaken her, but no, Balcazar took it through for the podium, so that new gearbox will probably go to Balcazar, but let's see if we can maybe build another one. I don't know how the funds are going to look like, but obviously a lot of you guys were also saying in hindsight, what would it have been if I had actually gone for the sponsor target of third or above, but obviously I really had no confidence in our team starting F1, but it was literally a dream start for us. Anyways, we move on. Car repairs are done from the previous race. So at the moment, let me take you through what we're improving. Pretty much everything that's really, really crucial to our car. You know, 2 engines, 2 gearboxes, 2 suspensions. Things like the brakes, the front wing and rear wing, a little bit faster to change mid-race. So that's why I've gone with that. But we're literally completely to the right. Reliability. Don't even want to think about performance at the moment because it's all about reliability. That's how we can jump people, by doing less stops for reliability changes. So that'll get done 18 days after the race. So that should mean we're in pretty good nick around the 70% region by the time we get to the next race, hopefully, which is pretty decent. Obviously, so far in the game, every single time we've got to about high 70 to 80% on the reliability, we've been fine to just leave that reliability alone then. So I think that's a pretty good job. And right now, I'm really, really liking the decision we made last season to build this new factory to allow us to have 6 parts at a go, because it's really going to help us. Because straight away, I can have the 3 most crucial parts all being done for reliability. Just fantastic. Right, gearbox has been built, so we can fit that part straight away. Balcazar, as ever, angry. Maybe she'll be a little bit happier if I give her this gearbox. No! Okay, she's not because of the reliability. That's interesting, actually. Actually, wait, hang on. Unhappy is better than angry, isn't it? I actually misread that. Yeah, that did improve her mood. It's just the fact it's still a freaking red face. I think they should put like a... They should have like a brick... I don't know, like brick... purple face or something, I don't know. Just some differentiation, because that was a little bit confusing. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to give that new gearbox to Balcazar. You can see how small our performance is compared to GP2, where it was relative, and remember, our performance is like all over the place here, so we've got a lot of work to do on this car to make it any good, but there you go. So we're going to put that straight onto reliability, actually. So, I feel like we can probably take the engine off. I think we can take one of the engines off and we'll add in this gearbox. So can I add in new gearbox there? And that is actually, you know what, I actually want to get that quite high up. So I'll remove one of the gearboxes here, and then I'm going to remove both suspension parts. Right, I'll do that and actually add back the engine. Right, let's see how that goes for the next few days. Scratch that, just doing gearbox. Watch this. This is going to fly by now up the reliability chart. So we move here. There we go. It's going to be 71%. One more day, and it's going to be 82%. Bang, that's how you do it. Right, so put those back on. Put the suspension back on. Put the gearbox back on. Put that gearbox back on. But we're in good nick now. We're in good nick. So we move on now to the next race, the Japanese Grand Prix. We go on to that. Firstly, sponsor target. Should we be ambitious again and just go third? I mean, we got third place last time. I'm not too sure we'll get it again, but may as well go for it. You know, screw it. Let's go for it. Again, we're going to go for maximum soft tyres, really. Really quite maximum there. We're going to bring 2 medium tyres to the stand. So that's how we're going to go for. It may seem quite ludicrous, but you know, that's our team. That's Archer. Aggressive and ambitious. Fit parts wise, we're giving the new gearbox to Balcazar. Everything else pretty much the same. You can see the brakes, front wing and rear wing still poor reliability, but that's the plan. We can easily change those mid-race. And you know what, actually, we may as well. Let me go back to the car, actually. You know what, we've got the engine and gearbox to a decent level already, where it's okay enough. So actually now it's worth going the other 6. So let's go, oh, not engine, front wing and the rear wing. Right, there we go. That'll get done 48 days after the race. That's quite a bit of time. It's fine, it's fine. Right, in terms of the performance, that was pretty much the same. Yeah, everything is the same apart from the gearbox, which I'm giving the better one to Balcazar. There you go. Right, continue on. Time to go to practice. It'll be heavy rain in practice. Clear for qualifying, clear for the race. So we'll see. This might be the most useless practice session in the world. But if it is raining and it is dry in the race, that just means everyone else is on the same level playing field in terms of the practice knowledge they've gained. So can't complain too much. But I'll let you know what happens after practice as per usual. Right, practice has ended. Very difficult session because there was a little bit of rain in the middle, but not enough. So I've got a very spread out mix of knowledge. And also the setup is little bit iffy. I don't actually know what Balcazar's final setup is going to be like. I know Pernay's got 96%. I'm a little bit iffy that I've not got it completely correct with Balcazar. We'll have to see. But I got level 1 on qualifying trim, level 1 on super softs, and level 1 race trim. I think we just about missed level 1 inters. But saying that, 10th, 11th in practice, I guess not too bad, just for the sponsors or something, just to look nice. I mean, most people got caught out with the inters, I think. But, yeah, no idea on the setup on Balcazar. She was, again, as usual, tricky to do. And so I don't actually know what the top percentage was. I think the second best I got before this final setup with Balcazar was 89%, so it could have got worse, could have got better. In terms of the qualifying, I'll take qualifying this time. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go for super softs and qualifying trim, first time in a while. They'll have qualifying trim really to hand. And we're also, just quickly looking at this, going to use light-footed super softs in the race for Balcazar for sure, because that's going to come in handy. Anyway, car setup-wise, oh, yeah, it went a little bit backwards in the south. Oh, I lie, it was 95%. Okay, that's not that bad, actually. So we'll use that setup. Actually, look at the difference. That was the only difference I changed, the downforce, and it went backwards a little bit. So maybe if I up this just a tad like that, and then bring the gearbox like this, could it be just about equal-ish? Almost? I don't know. A little bit down. Oh, no. It's a fine... See, this is a really bad balancing act here. Right, I'll go with that. We'll experiment a little bit with Balcazar mid-qualifying with that setup. And with Pernay, though, she's got 2 excellents and a great, so we're confident with her setup. But we're good to go. 3rd or above, 600k. Doubt we're going to get that, but at least we'll get higher on the grid, hopefully, than the, what was it, 20th and 19th, I think we got? Or even, I think, yeah, something like that. We didn't get the last 2 positions. We got on the last row and then the one right ahead of it. But hopefully we can do a little bit better than that. And we've got qualifying trim to help us, so let's take it, and let's pray a little bit for my performance here. It might be shocking. Right, I'm going to wait for the first gaggle of cars to go, and then I'm going to send Balcazar out. Right, those cars go. Going to send Balcazar out now. Tyre choice, super softs. Right, and then going to wait for the next gaggle of cars, and then I'll send out Pernay after that. Right, speed that up. Right, send Pernay out now. Super softs, there we go. Right, I need to make sure I balance this correctly now. So as Pernay comes out, slide that over there. Right, now as we get to about, I would say here, slow this down. A little bit of a gamble really on how much I need to do. Just go about that much. Slow this down. Perfect, nice. Oh, I got that completely wrong. Oh, I got that completely wrong with Pernay. I got perfect here and overheated cold there. I didn't time that as correctly with Pernay. I think I may have went a little bit earlier on the slow right down to the left with Pernay there that time. But let's look at the lap time for Balcazar. Don't know if she got held up, but she comes across the line in 4th place at the moment. Not too bad. Pernay, though, it's not going to be a great lap time. I'm going to bring her in straight away. That wasn't going to be a good lap time. I'm going to send her straight out again. Another set of super soft. Send her straight out. I didn't do her justice that time. So send her out. She's going to get some clean air. I think she'll just about get clean air here. Yep, just about. Right, cold and perfect. That's a little bit better than last time. Still not amazing. We're going to wait a little bit more for Balcazar to go out because the track grip will go up and up and up. So let's just see what Pernay does. First sector green, 0.96. We put her around here. Let's see what the second sector is. 1.5. So just about here. So better than Balcazar at the moment, actually. So let's see. Cross the line. What's it going to be? It's only 7. Wow. Shocking last sector. Shocking last sector. Right, I'm going to send Balcazar right now. There's a nice bit of gap here. Send out. Nice bit of lovely room for her to go out in. Comes out. Here we go. Right, Balcazar's going to come across the line. Let's see. Does she improve? No, she doesn't. 15th place only for her. So she did not improve her lap time. She's pissed off on the team radio there. So that'll only be 15th at the moment. At best for her. And it's going to be cold and perfect again for Pernay. Compared to Balcazar, her brakes go down a little bit faster, I feel. Perfect and cold again. Right, Pernay, please. Can you do any better than 19th place? Oh, white first sector. 0.9. Come on, second sector. Got to be better. Please, please. Oh, it's white in the second sector. Not going to be good. You are rubbish in the third sector, Pernay. Coming across the line. Only 19th. Wow, rubbish. Rubbish from Pernay there in the third sector. She's awful in that sector. So it's going to be 15th and 19th. So an improvement. For Balcazar at least. For Pernay, 19th place, definitely not an improvement. Pretty much the same as last time. That was surprisingly poor from Pernay. I really thought she would have actually beat Balcazar, because in GP2 she was beating Balcazar quite consistently in qualifying. Oh well, a little bit better with Balcazar at least, 15th, and we are good at start, so let's hope for another great start like we had last time out in Doha. Right, so race time, super soft and light-footed super softs for Balcazar, and super soft. Actually, no, I'm going to go for race trim and nurse. Race trim and nurse there for Pernay. So that worked well last time. So car setup-wise, Balcazar's best setup was that qualifying setup, 96%. So fair enough, we got that right in the end. Fuel options, how long do the tyres last? 12 laps. So fuel up for 10 laps then. Logical. Same thing pretty much for, yeah, Pernay. She used one more set of super soft tyres, but we've got so many here. So we're all good. It's not going to rain this race, so we're good for that. I'm going to go attacking, overtake, overtake and attacking. Let's get into this. To the grid from 15th and 19th. Let's hope for another great race like Doha, huh? We go to 5 red lights to the Japanese Grand Prix, round 2 of the F1 season. We're underway, and it is a bit of a slow getaway from Balcazar. Bit of a better one from Pernay, but she gets bogged down in some traffic, gets boxed in. Pernay pretty much, okay, she's making some inroads there a little bit. She's up into 18th. Meanwhile, Balcazar's moved backwards, and now they've swapped positions momentarily there. Balcazar back in 16th, though, but she's lost one position to 15th. Saying that, though, She does climb around the outside of that purple car. Can she make it into the next left-hander down the inside? She will. And down the inside of 14th. Lovely stuff. Up into 14th and up into 13th potentially around the outside. Come on. Come on, into the hairpin. Down the inside. Can she get 13th? Oh, just about. Lovely stuff. Up in 13th. And Pernay up into 15th place. It's a great start now. Let's fast forward this and let's get a move on now, shall we? Balcazar, come on. Let's make some more overtakes. Same for Pernay. She's up into 14th place just about, yep. So the two of them are side by side with each other, racing each other, in fact. Balcazar doing some defending from Pernay. Okay, now's the time to go down to medium. Or go down to conserve there. The tyre temps are shooting up. We want to make sure we conserve those. Right, going conservative on the tyre wear for both of them because I want to bring these tyre temps down to a decent level. And then we can go back to neutral pretty much. But I hope Japan is like Doha was last episode, where pretty much the driving style actually made a huge difference. And when you go neutral, it means neutral. It stays where it is. Whereas back in like GP2, a lot of the time, it used to just go up anyway, naturally, if you're on neutral. But these F1 cars are a lot more sensitive, it looks like, because now we can pretty much, I think, go neutral with Pernay here. And probably the same for Balcazar. So neutral, neutral, medium fuel. Obviously, we can go medium fuel because the fuel goes less than the tyres. So we can push the tyres more than the fuel, really. But Balcazar at the moment still in 13th. But just as I say that, going down the inside, and she'll get up into 12th place. Just about, yes. Nice stuff, girl. And also Pernay, look at that. Lovely stuff. Working as a team there. Getting past people. Imano. I definitely said that wrong. Definitely said that wrong. I just remember hearing that in like a film or something. Pernay down to 14th though. So she did momentarily overtake for 13th, but now she's back down to 14th. Hopefully she can re-overtake. But so far so good. This is pretty much where we were last time in Doha, I believe. Around lap 6, wasn't it? I think we may have been a little bit higher. But so far, decent enough, I think. And the tyre temps have just shot up. I've just completely lost track of everything. Tyre temps have shot up like a bullet there. We're going to back up here and bring the tyre temps down very dramatically. Right, I've done some backing up there on both the drivers. So we used back up to bring the tyre temps drastically down. Now we're on conserve, so they got back to a good region. I forgot about that for literally a few laps there. Might have a problem with my brakes. Definitely not getting the usual response. That's fine. Continue going on. 2.3 laps for Balcazar. 2.0 for Pernay. Tyre wear worse for Pernay than it is for Balcazar. Obviously, she's got the longevity. So, and she's got the more fuel than her. So she can definitely, she's going to have to pit probably this lap. So I'm going to attack and overtake mode. We're going to come in this lap, actually. So Pernay, pit in. Super soft tyres. Fuel options. Fuel up for the entire 8.8. If we go 8 laps now from lap 9, that'll be 6, 7, 8, 17 laps. Then go another 8.25. Yeah, 8.85. Let's go for that. In terms of changes needing to be made, we're fine for now. We don't need to make a change right now. Let's go for a balanced pit stop there. So Pernay up into 12th, pushing hard on the in lap. She'll come in this lap. Balcazar will continue going on more. Right, it's a good pit stop for Pernay. Nice to see. Go on medium fuel, pushing out. And she's in 19th place at the moment, but obviously other people will yet to make their pit stops. For Balcazar, she's going to have to come in at the end of this lap. Pit in. So she's got a lot more tyre wear to give there, unfortunately, but the fuel just wasn't there. So we're going to fuel up quite a bit here, because with Balcazar, she can afford to carry more fuel. Part condition-wise, change the brakes. Yeah, we'll change the brakes. Won't change the front wing or rear wing just yet. But she'll come in now. Low fuel there. See, just wasted. We could have used a bit more tyre wear there, but the fuel just wouldn't go the distance. And she comes out in 12th place, ahead of Pernay. Just about ahead of that 13th place car. Just about. Pernay's been pushing hard now. We can go conserve now with her. But she's in 14th, looking a little bit punchy. Right, so Balcazar's up into 9th place now after people have made their pit stops. Pernay in 10th. Looking decent. Pernay's actually overtaken that person, so we got a bit of a buffer to help Balcazar here, because it looks like Pernay just can't keep up with Balcazar's lap times because of the super soft, light-footed trait. We're having to go a lot more conservative with her. Right, I'm going to allow Balcazar I'm going to allow Pernay through if Pernay catches up to Balcazar, because he's on a bit of a different strategy, because Pernay is going to have to pit so much earlier than Balcazar, really. So if Pernay does keep on going fast, I'll let her overtake Balcazar. Saying that, though, she just had to defend from 11th place. So let's see. She is catching a little bit in Sector 1 here, so it's just about, really, if she's going to continue this pace. Right, so we've got Pernay, rear wing, front wing, and brakes looking a little bit iffy. The same can be said of Balcazar, even more with the rear wing, actually. So we may need to make a pit stop soon with Balcazar. And because of that, we're going to go high, go neutral for her, carry on pushing. Pernay, though. Push. Overtake mode, you're going to come in this lap, the following lap. The following lap. Right, going to fix the brakes, rear wing and front wing. It's going to be an 18-second pit stop, but it's worth it to just do it now, get out of the way, because we'll catch back up if other people have part failures. Meanwhile, with Balcazar, don't know how to play it, really, because this rear wing could give out any minute. But also at the same time, we're looking really good for this long stint on Super Softs. Right, Pernay's in. It's a good change on the fuel, good change on the tyres, and great change on everything there on her car. She comes out in 8th place. At the moment, Balcazar is in 3rd place, nursing this car. 22% rear wing, though, so we have to watch out for that. We have to watch out for that. Right, on this lap now, I'm going to go pushing overtake mode, get everything we've got now for Balcazar on this lap. Because look at that, just on cue, front wing and rear wing. Don't worry, we are pitting this lap, don't worry. Right, Super Softs. Only 4 laps of fuel needed. Fix that, fix that, fix that. Oh, suspension. Do we really need to fix that? Oh, for fuck's sake. That's so much. Gonna have to do it, though, I think. 23%, that's so on the edge. How much is a brake? Brake 6 seconds, that's a lot. So I'll leave the brakes. I'll let the brakes play out, because we could make a quick pit stop on the brake. Or do I just fix it all in one go? I'm going to fix everything. Balcazar apparently will come out 7th place, and it will be Pernay ahead. It says driver in front 6th place. 6th place is our driver. I don't know why it's giving us a different driver right now, but we'll just come out there. So it's going to be close. It's going to be close. I'm going to go and risk it. Far do we go? No, balance. I don't want to risk it and have a really slow pit stop there. Right, she'll come into the pits. Bang on the fuel there. Bang on the fuel. Right, making this change. On delay. Keep going. We need to conserve with Pernay. Oh, God. Conserve with her. High on the engine, though. And she'll come out. It's a good pit stop overall for everything there. And we're going to push out the pits. High fuel. Come on. Okay, we're out in 7th, just as it said. And we are actually going to be battling Gonzalez. And there's blue flags. Oh, God. Come on. Quickly. Underlay. Right, Balcazar in 6th. She's overtaking Gonzalez. Can she catch Pernay and overtake her for the last points paying position? At the moment, Pernay quite a bit ahead with only 2 laps to go. But she's got way more fuel in reserve and more tyre wear to burn. And that's it. Race ended. That's the end of it. She did not catch Pernay, not by a long shot, actually. There was quite a bit of time there. So, Balcazar comes 6th. We get points with Pernay. Pernay gets the last points paying position in 5th. So we didn't get the sponsor target, but it's another points finish. Not a double points finish, but at least one car finishing the points. That's great. And if it wasn't for the quadruple change in parts, Balcazar would have been probably there for 4th. Maybe even a podium. Unfortunate the suspension had to go, because we improved the suspension quite a lot in leading up to this race. So it was quite annoying that it had to go there. But that showed the difference, you know. Pernay had the nurse perk, so she didn't have any suspension issues. But she had tyre issues. Balcazar hadn't had any tyre issues. She was so in control of these Super Softs. But obviously, no nurse perk there. So, yeah, you win some and you lose some. And for Pernay, still, got to be happy with that. Points for the constructors-wise, that's really good. So, yeah, 2 points there with Pernay. Awesome stuff. So, Balcazar moves down to 5th. Pernay in 7th there. Constructors-wise, we're still 3rd. That is actually crazy. We're behind Ferrari in 2nd place there. Level on points with Chariot Motor Group. I don't know what team that will be in terms of the fake teams, but they're level 11 points apiece. But we're 8. Only 3 points off them. That's crazy. Right, we still took money away from that race, 754,000. So even though we didn't make the sponsor target, still got good money there. So overall, very decent race, points and money. Right, so the next one's the Chinese Grand Prix. In terms of mail, what we got here? Car condition interview. Do we have Chica Balcazar claiming your brakes seem to be holding the team back, and technical commentators seem to agree. Is it true? We need more investment into our HQ, really. That's the heart of the problem. I have to hold up my hands. Our brakes are awful. I need to work on improving them. Yes, I need to work on improving them. Team marketability is 90%. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about that. Right, car repairs complete. We got a sponsor. New slot 5. Condor, 4th or above. That is perfect for us. That is perfect. 1 million in the bank. Thank you very much. That's perfect for us. That's exactly what we need. Right, improving. Right, going to take the rear wings off. Take the front wings off. Suspension. Suspension takes a while. Brakes take a while. Right, just before the Chinese Grand Prix, here's how the reliability looks. We're now working on the front wing, rear wings once again. Still working on the brakes. We now got suspension up to 90 and 91%. So, I swear to God, if this fails, someone's getting killed in this team. If the suspension fails at this point, 91% with that. That is a big chunk of reliability taken in there. In terms of new parts that we want to build, I think we'll continue on and set a new part to build over the race weekend, I think. Really, I was focusing on reliability just then, but in terms of new parts we want to build, probably another set of gearbox, to be honest. That could always be a helpful thing, just another gearbox, because it is crucial for many, many races to come. So, what are we going to go for? Plus 40 during qualifying. No, don't want that. Build time 5 days. That's quite a sizable. If we remove... Okay, that's 1283. That's okay, so that's a 10 difference. So how long is that going to take to build? 17 days. 18 days after the race. Or I could do -1. And that's, so I don't really care. I don't really care about the -1. That doesn't make much of a difference to me. So let's just build that then. Right, 1.15. New gearbox on the build there. So that'll get working nicely. But time for Beijing, the Chinese Grand Prix. We're going to go for 4th or above. That's definitely manageable. I think we could maybe even get that if we just don't have any more huge reliability issues like we had at the Japanese Grand Prix. Tyre weight medium. You know what the deal is. There we go. 11 sets of softs, 3 sets of mediums, and 1 set of hard. Job done. Part fitting wise, I'm going to give the better suspension to Balcazar. Yeah, 91%. Rear wing, yep, same thing. Because obviously, remember... Alta Perne has the nurse perk, so it makes sense to give her all the least reliable parts, really, out of everything. So that's all in order. Okay, we're good to go. Onwards to practice, clear qualifying, clear race. So this will be a pretty important practice. Hopefully don't get messed around as much as we did in the last one, and we can get level 2 on the race trim and the soft tyres. Right, about a minute and a half left of practice. At the moment, we've got level 2 on both soft tyres and race trim. Trying to get level 1 on qualifying trim. Probably going to be a lost cause. In terms of setup-wise, we've both got them on around 94, 95%. A little bit tricky, I found, around here at China to get a little bit higher. I've tried one final change on the setups right now on the run they're doing. Don't know if it's going to improve the setup from what they have. I mean, it's not a bad thing to have 94. That's perfectly fine. It's just that it'd be great to have like 96, 97-ish plus. So we'll see if these setup changes, last setup change we made, is going to make the difference. If not, that's fine. We've got those saved setups for 94%. And oh, wow. Okay, was worth going out anyway because we got level 3 on the soft tyres. Fair enough. Just missed out on level 1 on qualifying, but we just about ticked over for level 3 on softs. Okay, I'm glad I went out for that last run because I was debating about not even going out really for much of a run there. But glad I did. So we got level 3 for qualifying and the race ahead of us for the soft tyres. Saying that though, qualifying... It was meant to be clear, they said. It's raining. It's not very clear, is it? Not very clear. It might clear up towards the end, though. You can see by the wet weather monitor chart, so fine. Soft tyre, light-footed. That's the only one we can choose here. And soft tyre, light-footed. Oh, light-footed intermediates. That's the only one we can choose. Unfortunately, no qualifying trim for us. What are these setups? Yeah, in the end, 96. Okay, so it was an improvement. So what was the difference here? Just a tiny, tiny smidge of the handling, and that's all that's changed there. So if I make that negative like that, and then change it like that, is that going to make any... That's literally the tiniest difference in the world, but that may be all the difference to that setup there, potentially. And 96% for Perne, nice stuff. We're going soft tyres. We're not going to go out straight away. I think we might... Actually, you know what? There's no harm in going out. There's no harm in going out in these conditions, so we may as well. May as well go out. There's no harm to it. So we'll go on inters, confirm. Right, confirm. Take qualifying. No harm in going out. So we'll go out straight away. Send out. And actually, I'm going to wait a little bit. Just wait a tad. And then go out straight away. Inters, send out. Right, I've got Perne on auto. I'm just going to do Balcazar's by herself here. So there we go. Slow down here. That's going to dramatically go down in time, hopefully. Come on, get near perfect. Okay, wiggle. Oh, good and cold. Oh, that... Wow, Jesus Christ. Computer OP. Perfect for Pernay. Okay, calm down. I see you. It's full wets, though, right now, so may not be worth it, really. 0.53. Probably not going to be worth that lot of time. It's going to get dry towards the end of the session anyway, so... Yeah, I don't think that was really worth the run, but hey-ho. They're going to set the lap time anyway. May as well. Right, these two are going to come in, and then basically we're going to relax until about, I would say, 4 minutes to go, and then we'll send them out. And it will be one dry lap they get, really, unfortunately. I mean, we may have time to squeeze them in for 2, potentially. Maybe the first one that goes out can squeeze in another lap. I'm not too sure, but right now it's still too wet. You need to wait for the water and track to die down, really, and then we can think about sending them out. As soon as it's starting to dry up and it's like nearing that dry period, send them out. Right, here we go. It's getting close. Probably this next lap. Halfway through this lap, potentially, we can send them out. Right, tyre choice, soft tyres. This car setup was a little bit better. 96%. Right, send out. Gonna wait a little bit. Gonna go auto, and let's see how OP the computer is now. But now I will send out... Actually, you know what? Let's wait even more. Let's give... Okay, we're going to give Pernay just one lap here. Going to make sure the track's really bone dry. Right, sending Pernay out now. Tyre choice, soft tyres, go. She probably won't have time for another lap. I think Balcazar definitely will. Balcazar comes across the line. It's provisional pole at the moment, but remember, no one else has set a dry time, so don't bang too much into that. And it's going to be perfect and good for Pernay. Doing it myself. Decent. Right, where's Balcazar? 1 minute 40... Oh, this is cutting it fine. She won't have enough time, I don't think. She won't have enough time. Send out. Tyre choice. Softs. Go. Nah, not enough time. That's not enough time. She won't have enough time. That was her one and only lap. She won't have time. Pernay, though, sets a lap time for 7th place only. I say only. That's still really decent at the moment. 7th and 8th. Oh, going down the order now. There's the misery. There is the misery. Going down the order. There's the misery. Great. Banter. There's the misery. 13th, 16th. Ah, damn it. It was, for a brief second we had pole there. Provisional pole, but... Okay, 13th and 16th. Still, that's not too bad. We can definitely try and aim for that 4th, I think. I'm confident. Let's go for it. Right, looks like the weather was lying to me the entire time. It was, remember, a sun sign clear for the start of this Grand Prix. Absolute bullshit from this game. Right, it's intermediates. So we're going to go race trim, and I will go for soft tyres. Is it going to get dry later on? I really hope it does. For Pernay, though, maybe worth Godot light-footed, to be fair. Light-footed in race trim. Yeah, let's go for that. Light-foot. Actually, you know what? I might want Nurse, though. I might need Nurse. But at the same time, I may not. It's a tricky one. It looks like there's going to be a long period of intermediate, so I'd rather go for light-footed inters. And then, soft tyres for Balcazar. Just because if there's a soft tyre period at the end, I really want that. But Risk Taker is tempting as well. But we'll go with soft tyre. Nah, you know what? I'm flip-flopping everywhere. I'm going for Risk Taker. Let's go for it. Because, half this race is going to be in inters, so, yeah. Car setup-wise, how long do the inters go for? 16 to 18 laps. Right, we're going to have to make a fuel pit stop then. 14 laps of fuel on board. That's fine. Driver strategy, attack and overtake on the start. Here we go, to the race. 4th and above is our sponsor objective. Hopefully we can get that. We've got, oh wow, a lot of people on softs. I don't know why. 5 red lights to the Chinese Grand Prix. And we are underway, and there's water on track, and surely this must mean we're in the driving seat at the moment. Come on, surely. It's a decent start, but there's a bit of a traffic jam going to turn 1. Balcazar on 13th, Pernay in 16th, but surely these guys are all on the wrong tyre, and we've made the correct decision here. Speed things up. Balcazar up into 12th, up into 11th, up into 10th, up into 9th, potentially. No, couldn't get that. 9th place just then. Comes across the last corner, though. Up into 9th. Come on. Into turn 1. There we go. There we go. Up into 9th. Right, this was the correct decision, I think, to be honest. Right, going to go neutral. We need to take these inters quite a long way. But we're already up into 9th and 11th at the moment. Although, I've just been overtaken by someone on soft tyres. How is that happening? How is that actually happening? Track is drying, apparently, according to Balcazar. Maybe a little bit dry, but it's still, I think, Inter's conditions. Oh, God. Pernay's broken something. Oh, no. What did you break, Pernay? Front wing. Oh, 0%. Oh, God. Right. Inters. Don't fuel. Yeah, we're not fueling. Pit strategy. Balanced. Oh, flip's sake, Pernay. Broken front wing. Really? You did that last season as well, I think. May as well pit now, Balcazar. The Inters helped out a little bit to get us up into 10th, but now we're probably going to need more than that. So, if I fuel up for 10 laps, it's lap 5. Add some more fuel in. Park condition is fine for now. Pit strategy, let's go for a fast pit stop. Let's go for it. Right, it's a good pit stop for Pernay. She's out in 19th place. Push on, girl, push on. As for Balcazar, she's in 11th, and she's going to come into the pits now for another set. What's the logic on being an Inters? Because it's going to fucking rain a lot soon, that's why. Stop badgering me, woman. God. Right, good pit stop. Good fast pit stop. Nice. Nice work. Love your work. Right, here comes the rain. It's truly time for Inters now. This entire grid has got to go into Inters, surely. What are these people doing? Lap, second place. Oh, surely you're going to come into the pits now. Look at the dampness on track. The logic. It's laughable. How is the top 9 surviving on hards and softs? Honestly, how are they doing that? It's lap 8. It is Inters. It is definitely Inters. You can't bullshit and say, oh no, there's plenty of grip there on the very damp track. Bullshit. It's time for Inters. What are these guys doing? What are these guys doing? Surely they've got to go behind. They're going to lose so many positions, surely. Right, here we go. Balcazar up into 6th. That is more like it. That is more like it. Pernay in 15th, though, only. But remember, she broke her front wing, so that's fair enough, really. Her tyres are getting cold. I would push a little bit, but I also need to keep this tyre wear as long as I can go, really. Pernay, with her tyre wear and fuel, I've just committed to we're going to have to make a second pit stop in the middle of this interstint. Right, Pernay catches up to 10th place. Come on, Pernay. Overtake, please. Overtake, please. We're going to probably pit this lap, I'd say, lap 14. Come on. 20 laps remaining. Yeah, we're going to pit this lap. This will be a right slap bang in the middle, halfway through this interstint. Yeah, pit now. All right, another set of inters. Fuel options-wise, we want to go for to lap 25. So that'll be 10 laps of fuel. Right, 10.47. We're not going to fix any of that and just pray it doesn't break. Right, pit in this lap. Come in. Nice. Oh, mistake on the fuel. That added 4 seconds to our time. That's okay, that's okay. Right, push. Okay, this is a bit more of a frustrating Grand Prix. 17th place right now. Balcazar, though, doing pretty good in 6th place to say that, well, we were apparently on the wrong tyre for the entire first stint. I still have my arguments that that was definitely not correct to the AI. Anyway, we're overtaking someone on blue flags. I was about to say go up to 5th, but no, that was blue flags. Right, 18 laps remaining. Keep on going. One more lap, and then we'll have to pit this next lap, I think. Overtake mode. Yeah, we're going to have to pit this next lap. Unfortunate. I would have liked to have taken this thing the entire way. Just can't manage it. But we will be faster now and fresher inters. Right, inters. Fuel options wise, only to lap 25, so 8 laps of fuel. We can probably do 7.8. Not going to fix anything. Going to pray. And we're going to go for the balance pit stop. Right, comes in for 6th place. Nice in lap there. Minus 1.4. Comes in. Please be a good pit stop. Nice. Good, good, good. Awesome. Push out the pits. She's in 8th place. Just about. Right, that's a good position from there. We can work with that. Just carry on pushing. Pernay, though. She's going to have a horrid time trying to get back in this race, honestly. She's got so much work to do to get back in this race. Right, it's a good lap time from Balcazar, minus 1.8. So she's got really decent pace compared to all these other guys. And I don't think they can take those inters. If they try and take those inters right to this dry period, that's going to be a big call for them. So I'll be impressed. I'll be very impressed. Right, Balcazar 17% on the front wing. Keep it going. Keep it going. Ignore that. Keep on going. Keep on going. 12 laps remaining. You can fix that at the dry pit stop. Just keep going. There's someone on dries already. What? These people are madmen. How can you be on dries already? Okay, you've got rear wing damage as well. Ignore that. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We'll monitor it. I'm going to monitor both these. Oh, no. Right, keep going. We're up into 4th. Right, high overtake mode. Keep going. There's still too much water on track. It's not dry enough yet. It's not dry enough. Right, we're in the lofty heights of 2nd at the moment with a damaged, really severely damaged front wing here at the moment. Same can be said for Pernay on the other wing, rear wing. But at the moment, we're holding our own at the moment. Still looking good. Right, pause. Where is Pernay now? Okay, 1.29 of fuel. She won't make that. She won't make that fuel. So I need to come in this lap then. Attack, overtake mode, pit. Soft tyres, 12 laps to the end. 30, yeah. Fuel options, how much fuel do we need? We need 9. 9.5 I'll put in. Fix that. Fix that. Nothing else needs to be fixed. Right. Fast pit stop, risk it for a chocolate biscuit there. With Balcazar, we've got a bit more fuel to play with, so she can come in the end of this lap as well, but she's kind of nearly a lap ahead of everyone. Front wing 5%. Oh, dear Lord. Right, push in, pit in this lap. Soft tyres, fuel options. You'll need 9.15. Actually, we'll put 8.15. Fix that. Fix that. Fix that. Right, there we go. Balance pit stop. Oh. Balance pit stop. She'll come out round in 5th. Okay, that's good enough. She's in 1st at the moment. I'd just like to point that out. That's a bit crazy. She's in 1st. There's a mistake on the tyre for Pernay, so it's a bad pit stop there. But otherwise, good time. Come on, please be a good pit stop. Don't muck this up. Don't muck this up. Good. Great. Awesome. The driver we needed that to be a good pit stop. Nice. It's a bit damp. No, it's not. Everyone's on dries now. Stop complaining. Right. Balcazar's in 4th place. Good pace. Pernay's in 10th. Quite some way off points, really. She's been lapped by 1st and 2nd, so... I mean, remember, she had that front wing change early on. Lost the front wing for basically 2/3 of the lap. So she's done really well to get back up into 10th, to be fair to her. Right, blue flags for Pernay on lap 30, so she's down to 11th now, so not going too well. And her tyre wear compared to Balcazar on the soft tyres is crazy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. She's really struggling on those softs compared to her. Right, 3 laps remaining. Come on. We got a good gap to 4th. I'm feeling good about this. We can make it to the end on these tyres. Just keep it going. Just keep, lap after lap. Just a little chip away. Come on, Balcazar. Engine's a little bit unhealthy. Don't worry. Don't worry. 29%. That's fine. You're chill. You're chill. Yes! She's up in the 3rd. I don't know how. She's up in the 3rd. Suck it. Suck it, Persanani. Suck it. Yes. Get it. Get it. Yes. 3rd. Oh. Lovely. Pernay, we're going to forget about you. Just forget about you in the bottom right. You're doing rubbish. But, oh my God. Her tyres are so cold. She may as well push the entire way. Final lap. Come on. Come on. Race ending. And Balcazar is going to come through the final few corners. It's going to be another podium for Chica Balcazar. Her 2nd in Formula 1. Get in there. What a great way to end off this episode. Little bit annoying and depressing at the start of that race with the front wing off of Pernay and also seemingly the wrong call for the intermediates at the start. But we brought it back. Balcazar, 3rd place. If it wasn't for that front wing off, we could have had another double points finish. Yet again, just unfortunately got a little bit unlucky with situations that denied us another double points. But again, though, at least another points finish and a great one at that for a podium. That is simply amazing. Awesome stuff. Awesome. There we go. 4 points for Balcazar. Another 3rd place trophy to add to our collection. And we got that 4th place sponsor money. And yet again, ironically, we could have chosen that other sponsor target for 3rd place. But oh well, 4th place, 8 points there. And that means Archer a level on points with 2nd place in the championship. Although it's getting really close now because now the top 4 are very, very close. So we're going to need all these points that we can get. But this pretty much guarantees us nearly that we're going to finish at least ahead of 8th place in the championship. Because I don't think this will last. I think at some point all these teams will really develop the car further than us. But for now, we're basking in it. Another podium. Absolutely crazy. Awesome. Right, we got 1.068 million there. Lovely stuff. And that is going to round out for the episode, guys. So if you did enjoy it, smash that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let's try and get over 1,000 likes for another freaking podium in F1, guys. I think that's a bit nutty. I don't know about you guys. Don't know what you expected. I certainly came into this. Well, you guys know from last episode, I certainly came into this series with a lot lower expectations in F1. But at the moment, we're living the dream at the moment, F1. 2 podiums. Crazy. Now, we go to Portugal next time. We haven't been there since GP3, I think. I don't think we ever went there in GP2. So, looking forward to go back to that. Because I actually enjoyed that circuit, if I remember correctly, in GP3. So, we'll go for that one. I'll see you guys next time in my next video, whatever it is. But I'll see you then. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Once again, if you're new around here, then do subscribe for weekly F1 content. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoyed today. And I'll see you guys next time.